We're going to be using watercolour pencil, and the idea of this is for this botanical painting we're going to do, which is much more delicate, very fine, and we could use ordinary watercolour techniques. But I just wanted to show you what can be done with these watercolour pencils, how you can use them as a coloured pencil, or you can actually blend them with water and use them as a watercolour. You can link them with solid watercolours if you want as well. They're quite useful for doing very fine and very delicate work then. And we've got pastel pencils here as well, and we've got ordinary colour pencils if we need them. It's a lovely set, this. Anyway, that's the set we're going to be using, and all I need is one little round brush to go with it and the water, and we're away. Well, I've done my basic drawing in pencil. Now I want to go in with a fine line pen and very carefully put all the little details. Go straight in with the watercolour pencil, or watercolour now. If it was an ordinary watercolour, that's what I would do. I wouldn't bother with the pen. But I thought for this technique you'd like to see the different ways that we can use, different ways that we can illustrate something, different way we can use materials together, which again is what this film is about, isn't it? So I'm now working over the pencil with a fine line pen, and then we'll get on with our colour after this. Just delicately feeling the edges. Make sure that your marks are about the object. So if there's a broken edge on the object, then that's what you do as well. You don't just do tram lines around things with pen and ink or any pencil drawing. If you make a really good edge to a drawing, you'll need much less shading. If you make a tram line around something, just a flat, hard edge, then it doesn't matter how much shading you do, it's still not going to work very well. So it's important that we really do observe and look at how things are created here. And with very, very delicate lines where there are very, very delicate lines. So I'm just indicating some of these objects as if they will appear ghostly. Well, now the ink is ready and dry, the first thing we do is to rub off all the old pencil marks from the original drawing. Bring everything back to nice clean black and white again. And then we're ready to go on with our watercolour pencil, which we'll do very delicately. Now for the illustration part with the watercolour pencil, I've got my jar of water and my pencils ready. We're only going to be tinting lightly, we're not going to be going over the top with this. And so we start with, in this case with these little flowers, I'm going to start with one colour over the top. We will start with our lightest colours. So we start in this case with the yellows in the centre of the flowers. And watercolour, remember, we always start with the lightest colours first. So all the centres of these little flowers. And as I say, already that gives us a little bit of colour and brightness to liven the thing up. Alright, we've done all the flowers like that there. Then we come in with the next colour. And the next colour for us here is a very light violet, which I'm going to put over the whole things. take my brush, again, make sure the brush is clean, and we'll just link that in places here. Peach blossom here yet, so let's look at those wonderful deep reds we have going on in there inside these, because that's going to change the colours a lot as well. Maybe a tad more pink, and just touching into one or two of these.